Have you ever felt that there's something bigger inside of you just waiting to break free? Something powerful, something bold, like a giant asleep within you? You know there's potential, yet every day it feels just out of reach, like a dream you can't fully remember. This isn't a random feeling. It's not just some passing thought. It's a call from your true self. A reminder that there is so much more waiting to be unlocked within you. You see, that feeling isn't unique. Many of us sense it a tug, a longing to do more, to be more, to live at a higher level. And that tug, it's real. It's the part of you that knows you're capable of more, that refuses to settle. But here's the thing, unless you're willing to wake up and answer it, that feeling will stay locked away. Today, we're going to change that. The purpose of this journey we're about to take together is simple but powerful to awaken that giant within you, to show you the steps to unleash a life that's not only full of potential but driven by a purpose you feel in your bones. We're going to dive deep, look at what holds you back, and then break through those walls so you can finally start living at your highest potential. This is about stepping out of the shadow of your comfort zone and into the light of your true power. Because here's the truth, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to pull that greatness out of you, and no one else will make this decision for you. This has to be you. I get it because I've been there. There was a time in my life when I felt exactly like you do, stuck, frustrated, feeling like I was just scratching the surface of what I could become. I remember waking up each day with that feeling gnawing at me, knowing there was more but not knowing how to access it. I was trapped in my own doubts, my own limitations, and at one point, I even started to believe that maybe this was just it. Maybe I'd never be able to reach the level I wanted. But one day I decided enough was enough. I made a choice to break free from my limitations. I got clear on what I wanted. I started taking action, and I surrounded myself with the tools, people, and resources that fueled my growth instead of holding me back. It wasn't overnight, but bit by bit, I began to feel that giant within me stirring. And once I felt that shift, there was no turning back. That's the journey I want to take you on today. Together, we're going to wake up that giant inside of you. We're going to turn that potential into real, unstoppable power. But it's going to take more than just listening. It's going to take a decision, a choice to step up and commit. Are you ready? Because if you are, it's time to dive in and start waking up that unstoppable force within you. Let's go. Number one, identify the giant within. Right now, there's a giant inside of you. And I'm not talking about a physical giant. No, this is something much more powerful. I'm talking about the untapped force that is your full potential. That drive, that talent, that energy, that power, it's all inside you, waiting to break free. Imagine it like a sleeping giant buried beneath layers of fear, limiting beliefs, and everyday routines that have kept you in a state of inertia. It's a force that has the ability to create, to change, to transform your life and the lives of those around you, but it needs to be awakened. So why does it feel like this giant is stuck? Why does it seem like you're not fully living into that potential? The truth is, for many of us, that power gets buried beneath layers of self-doubt, fear, and comfort. These are the things that keep us stuck in our small stories, playing it safe and not going after what we truly want. But what if I told you that everything you need is already inside of you? That everything you've ever wanted is just waiting to be unlocked, ready for you to claim it. You see, we're often taught from a young age that the world has limitations, that success requires some special gift that only a few people have. But that's not true. The truth is, every one of us has the power to awaken that giant within. If only we can get past the noise of the world around us and the voice in our head that says you're not enough. Now let's talk about what's really holding you back from waking up that giant. It's limiting beliefs, the ideas we've accepted as truths about ourselves, the world, and what's possible. And these beliefs, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, create invisible walls around you. They act like chains that keep your giant locked inside, preventing you from stepping into the life you know is possible. Think about it. How many times have you thought to yourself, I'm not good enough, or I could never do that? Maybe you've told yourself, I don't have the skills, or I'm too old, or I'm too young. These beliefs, these stories become the reality you live in. They become the lens through which you view the world, and they are the very thing holding you back from your potential. Let me give you a powerful example. Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb, was told by his teachers that he was too stupid to learn anything. Can you imagine if he had believed that? What if he accepted the belief that he wasn't smart enough? The world would be a very different place today. But he didn't accept that belief. He ignored the noise and chose to listen to the giant inside him that said, there's more for me to discover, and because of that choice, he changed the world. Or think about J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became the global phenomenon it is today, she was a single mother living on welfare. She was rejected by 12 publishers. What if she'd let those rejections shape her belief about herself and her future? What if she thought, I'm just not good enough, or I'm not talented enough to be a successful author? She wouldn't be the household name she is today. These stories remind us that it's not about what we're born with or the circumstances we're stuck in. It's about what we choose to believe, and the power of belief is everything. Your belief system is either your prison or your freedom. And right now, you get to decide which one it will be. Now that we've identified some of the beliefs holding you back, it's time to take the first step in waking up that giant within. And the first step is visualization, because your mind is a powerful tool that shapes your reality. Right now, we're going to take a moment to create a vision of your highest self, your most empowered, most unstoppable self. Are you ready? I want you to sit back, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in and out. Feel the weight of the world fall away as you begin to center yourself in this moment. Now imagine standing in front of a mirror. In that mirror, you see yourself not as you are now, but as you are becoming. Picture yourself at your highest level, fully confident, unstoppable, and living the life you've always dreamed of. See yourself stepping into that life with ease, with power, with purpose. You're clear about who you are and what you want. Your relationships are thriving, your career is blossoming, and your health is vibrant. You feel powerful, alive, and in control of your destiny. Feel the confidence surging through your veins. This is the giant within you waiting to emerge. This vision isn't a fantasy. This is the truth of who you are and who you are meant to be. It's already within you, and it's ready to come to life. All you need to do is believe in this vision of yourself and take the first step toward it. Now take another deep breath in and out. Feel yourself connected to this vision. Know that it's already yours. You have the power to make this a reality. Now slowly open your eyes and bring that vision with you into the world. Let it guide your every action, every decision. The giant within you has just been awakened. Now that you've seen the giant within you, it's time to talk about how to unlock that power for good and start living as the person you were always meant to be. But before we dive into how to make that happen, let's talk about the next crucial element, the shift in mindset that will transform everything. Number 2, shift your mindset. As human beings, we are wired with a deep-seated instinct to avoid pain and seek pleasure. It's hardwired into our biology. It's part of our survival mechanism from the earliest days of our existence. This instinct kept us alive. It's why we're cautious about touching a hot stove or running from danger. But here's the problem. This instinct, though essential for our physical survival, is often what limits our growth. In life, we tend to avoid the discomfort of taking risks, trying something new, or challenging ourselves. We seek out what's comfortable, familiar, and safe. But growth doesn't come from playing it safe. Growth comes from pushing through discomfort, from stepping outside of what we know, from embracing the unknown. The challenge is that when it comes to our personal development, our mind often tricks us into thinking that discomfort equals danger. But that's not true. Discomfort is a signal that we're growing, stretching, and evolving. If you constantly seek to avoid discomfort, you'll never break through the limitations that hold you back from achieving your highest potential. Think about how often you've avoided something because it made you feel uneasy. Maybe it was a job opportunity, a hard conversation, or a new project. You've probably said, I'll do it tomorrow, or it's not the right time yet. And in doing so, you've missed opportunities for growth, success, and transformation. But here's the good news. You can reframe this principle. Instead of seeing discomfort as something to fear, you can start to see it as something to embrace. When you feel that fear, when you feel that resistance, it's a sign that you're growing. That's your cue to push forward, not back away. And here's the truth. The more you lean into discomfort, the more you grow, the more you build the resilience you need to step into your full power. When you learn to reframe your fear, you take control of the narrative. You stop allowing fear to dictate your choices and start using it as a catalyst for growth. Discomfort doesn't control you anymore, you control it. Your mind tells you stories all day long, stories about who you are, what you can do, and what you can't do. These stories are often based on your past experiences, your upbringing, your failures, and the opinions of others. But here's the key. You are the author of your own story. And if you don't like the story you're telling yourself right now, you have the power to change it. So what if you could rewrite your story, not as a tale of limitations and struggles, but as a story of power, resilience, and unstoppable growth? What if you could look back at every challenge in your life and reframe it as a lesson, as something that made you stronger, better, more capable of handling the next challenge? It's time to rewrite your story. And here's how you can start. Step 1, identify the limiting beliefs you've been telling yourself. Maybe it's the story that you're not good enough, that you're too old, or that you've missed your chance. These are the old narratives that keep you stuck. Write them down. Acknowledge them. These are not facts. These are just old stories that you've been repeating for too long. Step 2, challenge those beliefs. Ask yourself, is this really true? What's the evidence that supports this story? What's the evidence that disproves it? You'll be surprised at how often you'll find that your limiting beliefs have no real basis other than the stories you've been telling yourself. Step 3, recreate your narrative. Now take those limiting beliefs and rewrite them. If you've been telling yourself, I'm not good enough to succeed, rewrite that story. What if you told yourself, I am more than capable of success, and every challenge I face is an opportunity for growth? What if you told yourself, I have the skills and determination to overcome any obstacle in my path? Start telling yourself new stories, stories of empowerment, strength, and possibility. The more you repeat them, the more they become your reality. Remember, you are the author of your story. The past does not dictate your future, and your potential is not determined by your past failures. Your future is determined by the beliefs you choose to hold on to today. So write your new story, one that's filled with possibility, greatness, and limitless potential. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal, your internal dialogue. The way you talk to yourself on a daily basis has a massive impact on your life. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable, guess what? You're programming your mind to believe that and to act accordingly. But here's the truth, your words are powerful. They shape your mindset, your actions, and your outcomes. If you want to unlock the giant within you, you've got to change the way you speak to yourself. Positive self-talk isn't about being delusional or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on what's possible rather than what's limiting you. It's about shifting from self-doubt to self-empowerment. And trust me, when you start replacing those negative, limiting thoughts with affirmations of confidence, strength, and potential, your reality will start to shift as well. Let me show you how powerful this is. Try this right now. Think about something in your life that you've been doubting or fearing. Maybe it's starting a new project, asking for a raise, or pursuing a dream that seems far out of reach. Think about the self-talk you've had around that situation. What have you been saying to yourself? Have you been telling yourself, I'm not ready, I'll never be good enough, I'm too old? Now, I want you to flip that story. Instead of, I'm not ready, tell yourself, I am ready, I have everything I need right now to start. Instead of, I'll never be good enough, tell yourself, I am capable of amazing things and I'm growing every day. Instead of, I'm too old, say, it's never too late for me to take action and achieve my dreams. I want you to repeat these new affirmations to yourself out loud or in your mind until they feel true. The more you do this, the more your mind will begin to accept these new beliefs as your reality. Shifting your mindset isn't an overnight process, but it is a choice you can make right now. The moment you decide to reframe pain as growth, rewrite your story as one of power, and replace your doubts with empowering affirmations, you're already on your way to unlocking the giant within you. You have everything it takes to create the life you desire. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the way you think and speak to yourself. So let's get started. Let's choose a mindset of growth, possibility, and strength. And let's begin rewriting the story of your life one thought at a time. Number 3, cultivate massive self-belief. Confidence is not something you're born with. It's something you create every day. Every single action, thought, and belief you cultivate can either build or break your confidence. The good news, you have complete control over it. Confidence is like a muscle. It gets stronger the more you exercise it. And to build it, you need daily rituals that reinforce your belief in yourself. So what are some of the key habits you can incorporate into your daily routine to build unwavering confidence? Let's dive into a few powerful techniques. Morning affirmations. The first thing you do in the morning sets the tone for your day. So start your day with powerful affirmations. Stand in front of the mirror and say to yourself, I am confident, I am capable, I am worthy of success. Say these words with belief. Feel them in your bones. The more you repeat them, the more you'll believe them. This is the foundation for building confidence from the inside out. Visualize your success. Visualization is an extremely powerful tool for building confidence. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding in whatever you're striving for. See yourself stepping into the best version of yourself, strong, capable, and in control. Picture yourself handling challenges with grace and achieving your goals with ease. The more vividly you visualize success, the more your mind will believe it's possible. Celebrate small wins. Confidence isn't built overnight. And it isn't built by focusing on grand achievements alone. It's built by celebrating the small wins, the little victories along the way. Maybe you've completed a difficult task or faced a challenge you were avoiding. Acknowledge it. Give yourself credit. Every small step forward reinforces your belief in yourself. Remember, confidence is cumulative. The more wins you celebrate, the more your confidence grows. Take daily action. Confidence thrives when we take action. Even if it's just a small step, doing something that pushes you out of your comfort zone builds self-belief. Each time you take action, you prove to yourself that you're capable, you're moving forward, and you're growing. So ask yourself, what's one small thing you can do today that will challenge you? Commit to doing it. It's these daily actions that compound over time to build massive confidence. One of the biggest hurdles to self-belief is the tendency to blame external circumstances for our challenges. We often blame our past, our upbringing, other people, or situations outside of our control. But here's the hard truth: blame is a trap. The moment you start blaming, you give away your power. You allow external circumstances to dictate how you feel, how you act, and ultimately what you can achieve. Taking responsibility for your life means saying, I am the one who creates my reality. It means accepting that everything you experience, every success, every failure, every setback is the result of your choices, your actions, and your decisions. When you take responsibility, you reclaim your power and acknowledge that the future is in your hands. Let me give you an example. Let's say you faced a setback, whether it's a failure in business, a broken relationship, or an unachieved goal. The natural instinct might be to blame outside circumstances. Maybe it was the economy or bad luck or the people around you. But when you blame others, you give away your power. When you take responsibility, you say, I am responsible for how I react to this situation. I am responsible for how I handle it moving forward. When you take responsibility, you stop waiting for things to change and you start changing yourself. You stop making excuses and start making moves. You stop feeling like a victim and start feeling like a victor. This mindset shift is crucial for building self-belief because it means you're no longer waiting for life to give you permission to succeed. You take control of your own life. And that shift in thinking is what allows you to unlock the giant within you. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest obstacles to self-belief: fear. Fear is natural. We all experience it. It's that voice in your head that says, you can't do this, or what if you fail? But here's something critical to understand about fear. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is simply energy. Fear is a signal that you're stepping into new territory, that you're on the edge of growth, that you're about to push past your comfort zone. And here's the most important part: you have the power to transform fear into fuel. So how do you overcome fear? How do you turn it into something that empowers you instead of paralyzes you? Shift your perspective. Instead of seeing fear as something to avoid, see it as a sign that you're growing. Every time you feel fear, recognize it as a signal that you're expanding, that you're on the verge of something big. Change your perception of fear. Don't run from it, lean into it. Let it become the driving force that pushes you to take action. Start small and build courage over time. The key to overcoming fear is not to wait until it magically disappears. It's about taking small steps that gradually increase your courage. Maybe you're terrified of speaking in front of people. Don't aim for a huge audience right away. Start with one person or a small group. Speak up in a meeting, take a class, or join a public speaking club. Each small action will gradually build your courage, and before long, you'll find that the fear isn't as powerful as it once seemed. Reframe fear as excitement. Instead of thinking I'm afraid, reframe it as I'm excited. The physical sensation of fear, tight chest, quickened breath can be exactly the same as the excitement you feel before doing something incredible. When you feel fear, remind yourself that it's simply your body's way of getting ready for something important. Use that energy to fuel your action. Visualize success over failure. When fear hits, we often imagine the worst case scenario, but what if you imagine the best case scenario instead? Visualize yourself succeeding. Picture yourself succeeding. Picture yourself handling the challenge with confidence and ease. By focusing on success rather than failure, you're programming your mind to approach situations with confidence, not fear. Remember, fear doesn't go away, but you can choose how to respond to it. The more you act in spite of fear, the more you build the courage to tackle even bigger challenges. And in doing so, you cultivate an unshakable belief in yourself. To cultivate massive self-belief, you must commit to daily practices that build your confidence, take full responsibility for your life, and transform fear into fuel. Confidence doesn't come from waiting for the right moment. It comes from showing up, taking action, and proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you think. You are the architect of your own destiny. The belief you have in yourself is the foundation for everything you will achieve. So let's start building that unshakable confidence today. Take responsibility for your life, take action, and use fear as your fuel. The giant within you is ready to rise, but it starts with the belief that you are unstoppable. Now is the time to believe in yourself because you have everything you need inside you to achieve greatness. Number 4, set compelling goals and take massive action. Let me ask you a question. What are you working towards right now? If you can't answer that with clarity and conviction, then you're not setting yourself up for success. To awaken the giant within, you need a goal that pulls you forward every single day. That gives you the focus and drive to keep moving, even when times get tough. Here's the thing, a vague goal has no power. If you say to yourself, I want to be successful, that's not enough. That's too general. Success means something different for everyone, so it doesn't ignite that fire within you. You have to make your goal clear, specific, and compelling. You have to make it so magnetic that it draws you to it with every fiber of your being. For example, instead of saying, I want to be successful, you could say, I want to build a profitable online business that generates $10,000 a month in revenue by the end of this year. Do you feel the difference? One is broad and uninspiring, while the other is crystal clear and gives you a specific target to aim for. The more specific your goal, the easier it is to measure your progress, stay motivated, and overcome obstacles along the way. So ask yourself, what is your goal? And I mean, really think about it. What is the outcome that would truly light you up? Something so compelling that you'll do whatever it takes to achieve it. That's the goal you need to set. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools you can use to achieve your goal. Visualization. Our minds are incredibly powerful. They don't know the difference between something that's happening right now and something that's vividly imagined. This is why visualization works. It programs your mind and body to act in ways that align with your goals. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine yourself in the future having already achieved your goal. See yourself living the life you want. Picture every detail. What are you wearing? Where are you? Who are you with? How do you feel? Are you smiling? Are you proud of yourself? Can you feel that sense of accomplishment, that overwhelming joy? The more real and vivid you can make this image, the more your brain will believe it's possible. The key here is to connect emotion to the desired outcome. Feel the excitement. Feel the pride, feel the gratitude. This emotional connection will make your goal irresistible. When you've got that vision, lock it in your mind, and every single day, take a moment to step back into that vision. See yourself there, feel those emotions again, and then get back to work, knowing that you're already on the path to making that vision a reality. Now, here's the thing. Visualization is powerful, but without action, it's just a dream. The most successful people in the world aren't just visionaries, they're action takers. They make things happen. You need to take massive action. Here's the truth. Motivation is not something you wait for, it's something you create. When you take action, you get momentum. When you get momentum, you get results. And with results comes even more motivation. The key is to create a cycle of action and progress that propels you toward your goals. So let's break it down. To take massive action, you need to have a clear action plan. Here's a simple 3-step framework that you can apply every single day to move closer to your goal. Step 1, break down your big goal into smaller, actionable steps. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you look at your big goal. But when you break it down into smaller, manageable chunks, you can make steady progress without feeling swamped. Let's take that example from earlier about building an online business. A large goal like $10,000 in revenue by the end of the year can seem intimidating. So break it down into steps. Week 1, research your niche and find 5 potential products or services to sell. Week 2, create a website or a landing page for your product. Week 3, start building your social media presence and audience. Each of these small steps is something you can tackle in a short amount of time, and when you complete them, you've made real progress toward your big goal. Step 2, take consistent daily action. No matter how small the step, make sure that you're taking action every single day. Remember, action breeds momentum. Even if your daily task is something small, like writing 1 blog post or contacting 1 potential client, it's progress. And over time, those small daily actions add up to big results. The key is consistency. If you make taking action a non-negotiable part of your daily routine, you'll find that progress is inevitable. No one gets to their goals by sitting back and waiting for things to happen. They make them happen by showing up every day and doing the work. Step 3, track your progress and adjust as needed. Progress isn't always linear. Some days will feel like you're moving forward, and other days you might feel like you're stuck. That's okay. The important thing is to track your progress, celebrate the wins, and learn from the setbacks. Track your actions and the results, and if something isn't working, make adjustments. Whether it's tweaking your marketing strategy or refining your product, stay flexible and open to improvement. Success is built by persistently making small improvements every single day. So embrace the journey and stay committed, knowing that each step is moving you closer to your goal. Setting clear, compelling goals is the first step in awakening the giant within you. But that's just the beginning. You have to visualize your success every day, connect emotionally with your goals, and most importantly, take massive action. Remember, success is not about waiting for the perfect time. It's about making time for your dreams and turning them into reality. You have the power to create your future, but it requires bold, consistent action. So take that first step today. Break your goals down, commit to daily action, and track your progress. The giant within you is waiting to rise, but only if you take the actions necessary to make it happen. Now go out there, take massive action, and watch your dreams unfold before your eyes. Now that you've learned the steps to awaken the giant within you, it's time to act, and I mean right now. The key to all of this is action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for everything to line up. The first step doesn't need to be perfect, but it needs to happen. If you want change in your life, you have to take action now. Whether it's setting that first goal, taking a bold step toward your dream, or simply deciding to believe in yourself, take the leap today. What you've learned in this video is more than just motivation, it's the blueprint for a new life. But the blueprint means nothing if you don't start building. The time is now. Get up, take that first step, and show the world and yourself what you're truly capable of. The giant within you has been waiting for this moment, and it's time to unleash it. You've got this. The giant within you is not just a possibility, it's your reality waiting to be unleashed. You are capable of so much more than you've even imagined. It's time to stop doubting, stop waiting, and start doing. Take the leap. Because the world is waiting for you to step into your greatness. Start today. Take that first step and watch as your entire life begins to change. You don't need permission. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. And the rest will follow. The giant within you is not a dream. It's a truth. And today is the day you make it real. Go out there and make it happen because you are unstoppable. As you move forward, remember this, your potential is limitless. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep growing. The giant within you is waiting to rise. And the best part, the journey has just begun. The only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment.